প্রশ্ন আছে, আমাদের পরিচয়ের প্রশ্ন আছে।
Cabinet decides to issue a Gazette notification declaring rebel poet Qazi Nazrul Islam as the national poet while it approves the proposal of setting up a Bangladesh High Commission in New Zealand. 28 ambassadors from EU member countries to meet Chief Advisor in Dhaka on December 9th in an effort to explore new areas of cooperation. International Crime Tribunal imposes a ban on dissemination of hate speech by ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in media and on social media platforms. Police working to create environment for free and fair election. No one can be arrested wholesale or harassed, says IGP. Bangladesh Hindu Buddhist Christian Welfare Front strongly condemns and expresses outrage against the false propaganda about Bangladesh in some Indian media. Ruling government in France falls in no confidence vote, forcing Prime Minister Michel Barnier to resign. And Ireland beat Bangladesh women cricket team by 12 runs in first T20 in Sylhet. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Tasuma Tasneem, welcoming you to News at 10. You've just heard the headlines, now moving on to the details. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus held a meeting with the leaders of the religious community today, followed by dialogues with the leaders of student organizations and different political parties on the call for national unity. Responding to the Chief Advisor's call for unity, leaders of the religious community sat in a meeting with him at the Foreign Service Academy in the capital this afternoon. They vowed to stand by the government to protect the country's independence and sovereignty. Besides, the religious leaders called for suppressing those who destroy communal harmony with a firm hand. Professor Muhammad Yunus again stressed the need for national unity to continue the progress of the country. The Chief Advisor said the people of Bangladesh are one family, and as a member of family, everyone has to fulfill the overall responsibility. The Chief Advisor asked all to remain alert against any propaganda to destroy communal harmony. He said, though there are different opinions, religions and customs in the country, there is no difference in goals. Everyone should be united on the question of nationality and identity.
আমরা একটা পরিবার, আমাদের নানা মত থাকবে, নানা ধর্ম থাকবে, নানা রীতিনীতি থাকবে, কিন্তু পরিবার এক। আমরা সবাই একই পরিবারের সদস্য। আমাদের শত পার্থক্য সত্ত্বেও পরস্পরের শত্রু নয়। আমরা এক জায়গাতে এক কাতারে ওইখানে চলে আসি যখন আমাদের জাতীয়তার প্রশ্ন আছে, আমাদের পরিচয়ের প্রশ্ন আছে। আমরা বাংলাদেশী, আমরা এক পরিবারের সদস্য। সব দাবি দেওয়া বাদ দিলেও একটা দাবি আমাদের একদম পরিষ্কার, আমাদের সবার সমান অধিকার এবং রাষ্ট্রের দায়িত্ব হলো এটা নিশ্চিত করা। আপনাদের মনে আছে খুব উৎসব সহকারে সবাই দুর্গাপূজা করলো, কয়েক হাজার পূজা মণ্ডপ ছিল, সবকিছু খবর হলো সুন্দর হয়েছে। এখন আবার নতুন কথা, হামলা হচ্ছে, অত্যাচারিত হচ্ছে এবং বিদেশি প্রচার মাধ্যমে প্রচারিত হচ্ছে যে এটা হচ্ছে। তা আমি খোঁজ নিচ্ছি যে কেন হচ্ছে, কি হচ্ছে। সব দিক থেকে খবর না হচ্ছে না, খবর হলো হচ্ছে আর খবর হলো হচ্ছে না, মাঝখানে একটা ফাঁক থেকে যাচ্ছে, এটা ঠিক না। এটার অবসান হতে হবে। একটা দলকে, একটা রাজনৈতিক গোষ্ঠীকে আমরা এখান থেকে বিতাড়িত করেছি, তারা কিন্তু তাতেই শেষ হয়ে যায়নি। তারা দেশে এবং বিদেশে তারা অবস্থান করছে, তারা সুযোগ পেলেই একটা উস্কানিমূলক কিছু একটা করবে। কাজে সেটার থেকে আমরা কিভাবে এই উস্কানিটাকে চিহ্নিত করতে পারবো এবং উস্কানিতে সাড়া না দেওয়া। আমরা সব দিকে ঠিক আছি, কিন্তু এই বাইরের থেকে আসতেছে, একটা ক্ষোভ সৃষ্টি করছে, আর একটা হচ্ছে উস্কানি সৃষ্টি করছে। উস্কানিটা এমন নিখুঁতভাবে করে বোঝা যায় না যে এটা উস্কানি। প্রথম কথা হলো আমাদের লক্ষ্যের মধ্যে কোনো ফারাক নেই, কোনো গোলমাল নাই, এটা আপনাদেরকে নিশ্চিত করা। এবং তথ্যগুলো কিভাবে আমরা পাবো, ঘটনা ঘটছে সেটা আমাদের জানা। প্রকৃত তথ্য, দোষী তাকে বিচারের আওতায় আনতে হবে, এটাই হলো সরকারের দায়িত্ব। বাংলাদেশ এখন নতুন ভাবে জন্ম লাভ করছে, কাজে অতীতের যে বাংলাদেশ যত কিছু আমাদের শর্টকামিংস ছিল সেগুলো থেকে আমরা মুক্ত হয়ে আসতে চাই। শুধু যে সাময়িকভাবে কিছু একটা দুর্ঘটনা ঘটেছে সেটা নিয়ে আমরা আলাপ করছি শুধু তা না, আমরা এমন একটা বাংলাদেশ করব এই ধরনের দুর্ঘটনা ঘটবেও না, এবং ঘটলেও এটা আমরা খুব শান্তিপূর্ণভাবে আমরা এটা সামাল দিতে পারবো।
Advisor Adilur Rahman Khan moderated the dialogue while Advisor Mahfouz Alam spoke among others. After the dialogue, Advisor Mahfouz Alam told reporters that the religious leaders said in the dialogue that if everyone is united, no matter how many conspiracies are hatched outside, the country will move forward. Responding to the question of journalist, Mahfouz Alam said that the government will not take any hasty or reactionary step. He said that the media of the country should present the truth against the propaganda of the Indian media.
বাংলাদেশের মানুষ সম্প্রদায়গত দৃষ্টিকোণ থেকে সবাই একটা পয়েন্টে আছেন, এক জায়গায় এসে মিলিত হয়েছেন এবং জুলাই গণ অভ্যুত্থান পরবর্তী যে সরকার, এই সরকার যে কোনো মূল্যে যে কোনো ধরনের ষড়যন্ত্র রুখতে প্রোঅ্যাক্টিভ কাজ করবে। কোনো ধরনের রিঅ্যাকশনারি কাজ এই সরকার করবে না, কোনো ধরনের হঠকারিতা এই সরকার আশ্রয় দিবে না, প্রশ্রয় দিবে না। বরং আমরা যত বেশি ন্যাশনাল কনসেনসাস ক্রিয়েট করা যায় সেই দিকে আমরা এগোবো এবং আমরা আমাদের অন্তর্গত শক্তি, আমাদের দেশের ভেতরকার শক্তি, ভেতরকার সংহতি শক্তি বৃদ্ধি করব। বাইরে যতই ষড়যন্ত্র হোক না কেন, আমরা যদি ভেতরে এই দেশের মধ্যে ঐক্যবদ্ধ থাকি রাজনৈতিকভাবে, সম্প্রদায়গত জায়গা থেকে এবং আরও অন্যান্য ক্ষেত্র বিশেষ আমরা যদি ঐক্যবদ্ধ থাকি, বাইরে যত অপপ্রচার চলুক বাংলাদেশ এগিয়ে যাবে। এটাই হচ্ছে ডক্টর মোহাম্মদ ইউনূস স্যার বলেছেন। ভারতের সাথে সম্পর্কের ক্ষেত্রে অবশ্যই তাদের যে মিডিয়ার যে ভূমিকা, এটা আমরা বারবার যখনই আমাদের কথা বলার সুযোগ হয়েছে আমরা তাদেরকে তুলেছি যে আপনারা মিডিয়ার এই ভূমিকাকে আপনারা এটা কার্টেইল করতে হবে। এটা আপনাদের দেখতে হবে যে এইভাবে এই কোঅর্ডিনেটেড ক্যাম্পেইন যেটা আপনারা চালাচ্ছেন মিসইনফরমেশন, এটা আসলে দুই দেশের বন্ধুত্বপূর্ণ সম্পর্কের জন্য হুমকি স্বরূপ। আমরা এটা বলেছি এবং বাংলাদেশের মিডিয়ার আসলে এখন দায়িত্ব এসে পড়েছে, দায়িত্ব কাঁধে আপনাদের সবার, আমাদের সবার, যে আমরা সত্যটাকে তুলে ধরবো।
The Advisory Council of the interim government decided to issue a gazette notification declaring rebel poet Qazi Nazrul Islam as the national poet of Bangladesh. The decision was taken at the meeting of Council of Advisors at Chief Advisor's office at Tejgaon in the capital today. Chief Advisor of the interim government Dr. Mohammad Yunus presided over the meeting. Besides, the Advisory Council of the interim government also approved a proposal of setting up a Bangladesh High Commission in New Zealand's capital Wellington. The Cabinet Division said the establishment of the Bangladesh High Commission in Wellington will make it easier and most cost-effective to provide all types of consular services directly to the Bangladeshi expatriates in New Zealand. Currently, New Zealand hosts diplomatic missions of 72 countries, including Bangladesh's neighboring countries India and Pakistan. A delegation of Voice for Global Bangladeshis met Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus at his office in Dhaka today. A 30-member delegation attended the meeting at the State Guest House, Jamuna, this evening. The delegation included representatives from the United States, the United Kingdom, Dubai, Canada, Australia, Malaysia, and Greece. They assured full cooperation to the Chief Advisor and discussed various demands to establish the rights of the expatriates. They submitted their statements and demands in writing to the Chief Advisor. The Chief Advisor urged the delegation to present the right information about Bangladesh in the international arena, including the UK. Newly appointed 23 judges of the High Court Division of the Supreme Court paid a courtesy call on President Mohammad Shahabuddin at Bongo Bhavan this afternoon. During the meeting, the President said the judicial proceedings of the Supreme Court would be accelerated through the appointment of the new judges. Congratulating the new judges of the High Court Division, President Mohammad Shahabuddin expressed hope that the new judges would be able to dispose of the cases quickly by utilizing their talent and experience. Secretaries to the President were present. President Mohammad Shahabuddin called upon Malaysian investors to invest in various sectors, including the special economic zone of Bangladesh. He made the call when newly appointed Malaysian High Commissioner to Bangladesh Muhammad Shuhada Othman presented his credentials to him at Bongo Bhavan this noon. On arrival at Bongo Bhavan, the new envoy was given guard of honor by a contingent of President Guard Regiment. Welcoming the new High Commissioner, President Muhammad Shahabuddin said the bilateral relation between Malaysia and Bangladesh is excellent. He said Malaysian Prime Minister's recent visit to Bangladesh has opened a new chapter in the relationship between the two countries. The President hoped that the relationship would reach new heights during the tenure of the new High Commissioner. Noting that Malaysia is one of the most important destinations for Bangladesh's manpower, President Muhammad Shahabuddin urged the Malaysian government to take steps so that 18,000 listed workers can go to Malaysia. During the meeting, the new High Commissioner of Malaysia sought the President cooperation in discharging his duties. Senior Secretary of the President Office, Nasimul Goni, Military Secretary Major General Muhammad Adil Chaudhry and Press Secretary Muhammad Joinal Abidin were present. Diplomats from all 27 European Union EU member states stationed in Dhaka and New Delhi and EU ambassador to Bangladesh will meet Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus on December 9th to explore new areas of collaboration. The announcement was made by Muhammad Rafiqul Alam, Director General of the Public Diplomacy Wing at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs during the ministry's weekly briefing this afternoon. Rafiqul Alam said that this will be a unique opportunity to discuss a broad range of issues, including enhanced cooperation in economic sectors, the Rohingya crisis, post-LDC generalized scheme of preferences plus facilities, and a potential partnership and cooperation agreement with Bangladesh. This is the first time that ambassadors from all 27 EU countries have convened a joint meeting with the Bangladeshi government, signaling their collective commitment to deepening ties, Foreign Ministry sources said. Currently, 7 EU ambassadors are based in Dhaka, while the remaining 20 operate from New Delhi. The meeting is seen as a strong signal of EU support for Bangladesh and an effort to foster high-level cooperation across a range of strategic areas. The advisor for Post-Telecommunication and Information Technology, Mohammad Nahid Islam, said the interim government is eager to strengthen its existing relationship with Saudi Arabia, ensuring the continuation of all ongoing projects between the two countries. He also urged Saudi Arabia to invest in Bangladesh's IT sector, particularly in high-tech parks. The advisor made the plea during a meeting yesterday at the Secretariat with Saudi Arabia's ambassador to Bangladesh, Esa Yusuf Esa Al Duhailan. The ambassador praised the interim government to express his belief that it will successfully lead the country toward prosperity. He assured that Saudi Arabia stands with Bangladesh and will continue to do so in the future, offering support whenever needed. The ambassador highlighted that around 3.2 million Bangladeshis are currently employed in Saudi Arabia, contributing significantly to their income country. The advisor assured the ambassador that the passport renewal processes for Bangladeshi expatriates in Saudi Arabia would be expedited. Ambassador Al Duhailan furthermore emphasized the importance of enhancing economic relations between the two countries, stating that Saudi Arabia is interested in investing more in Bangladesh. The advisor expressed regret when the ambassador pointed out the misinformation and false news being spread around Saudi Arabia and its royal family in Bangladesh media and social networks, which could adversely affect the relationship between the two nations. He assured that measures would be taken to ensure that no false information about any country, including Saudi Arabia, is broadcasted in the Bangladeshi media. The meeting also concluded with discussions on bilateral interests. The International Crimes Tribunal has imposed a ban on the dissemination of inflammatory remarks by Awami League President and former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in the media and on social media platforms. A 3-member bench led by Tribunal Chairman Justice Muhammad Ghulam Murtuza issued the order today. The tribunal also directed the Bangladesh Telecommunication Regulatory Commission BTRC to remove the remarks from digital platforms. Earlier on Thursday, the prosecution filed a petition with the tribunal requesting a ban on the circulation of Sheikh Hasina's controversial statements. Prosecutors argued that Sheikh Hasina, who is wanted for charges related to genocide and crimes against humanity, has been making provocative statements while living in exile in India. The petition specifically sought to block any statements by her that incite hatred against the country, its people, or the current government on social media and the media. Earlier on November 18th, the tribunal instructed a one-month investigation into Sheikh Hasina's involvement in the July-August genocide case. The High Court has fixed December 17 to deliver its verdict on a ruling challenging of the validity of the 15th Amendment of the Constitution, which abolished the caretaker government system and introduced several changes. The bench of Justice Farah Mahboob and Justice Debashish Roy Chaudhary today set the date after concluding hearing. The hearing ended yesterday on the 12th day of the ruling on the context of separate writs. Earlier on August 18th, 5 eminent individuals including Bodiul Alom Mojumdar, Tofail Ahmed, M. Hafizuddin Khan, Zobairul Haq Bhuiya and Zahra Rahman filed a public interest writ petition challenging legality of the 15th Amendment. Lawyers hoped that the democracy of Bangladesh will be re-established through this verdict. Inspector General of Police Baharul Alam said that the police are working to create an environment for a free and fair election. He said this at a press conference organized at the police headquarters today. The IGP said police will not go for wholesale arrests against the accused in lawsuits. Harassment of innocent people will not be accepted. Measures will be taken against plaintiffs for willfully filing false cases, he added. The IGP also said that initiatives are underway to bring back moral and self-confidence of police. Bangladesh Hindu, Buddhist, Christian Kollan Front has condemned and expressed resentment over the false propaganda about Bangladesh by the Indian mass media and fanatic police parties. The speakers expressed the resentment at a press conference arranged by Kollan Front at the National Press Club today. Addressing the newsman, chairman of the organization Bijon Kanti Sarkar said that Hindu, Buddhist and Christian citizens face atrocities whenever Awami League comes to power in Bangladesh. Besides, they also remain in panic and are tortured in many ways, he added. Urging to end false propaganda about Bangladesh in Indian mass media, he said that being misguided by Awami League propaganda, India and a section of Indian nationalists are making the people of Bangladesh their enemy. Some Indian online media are engaged in anti-Bangladesh propaganda and attempting to destroy communal harmony. Incidents like attack on Assistant High Commission in Agartala and burning of Bangladesh's national flag took place due to planned communal instigation against Bangladesh by some Indian online news portals. There is no consistency on the information or news regarding Bangladesh in Indian media and social media since the beginning of student mass people revolution. False, fabricated and baseless news against Bangladesh's sovereignty are reported in Indian media. Bangladesh government has repeatedly invited the Indian media to come to Bangladesh, observe the situation of the minorities and then report. However, this gave no result. Moreover, they are continuing to publish or airing such baseless and imaginary news about Bangladesh. The mass media are increasingly giving false news on the arrest of expelled ISKCON leader Chinmoy Krishno Das. A picture which became viral in social media showed that a Bangladeshi citizen wearing Punjabi and crab-crushing Indian national flag. However, rumor monitoring organization saying that the picture is not genuine, rather it is made by artificial intelligence AI technology. The rumor scanner team has analyzed the picture in details. The picture showed that a finger of the right leg of the person is being shown half. Moreover, a portion of pajama looks like a dhuti. Besides, the red circle of Bangladesh's flag also doesn't look normal. Besides, reflection of light and shade and the person's eye is not consistent. Such inconsistency is normally found in pictures made of artificial intelligence AI. Fact Check or Information Monitoring Organization informed that a willful accident of Dhaka-bound Shamoli Poribohon bus carrying Indian passengers with a Bangladeshi truck is also not true. A West headquarter is destroying India-Bangladesh relations by spreading untrue news and misinformation with the active support of the accomplices of the fallen autocrat. The aspirations of 18 crore people would be fulfilled if the three basics of politics, diplomacy and information technology are properly utilized to transform the country into a real democratic state. BNP Standing Committee member Dr. Abdul Moin Khan said this at a memorial meeting of Atikur Rahman Shalu, the leader of Bangladesh's river water movement in Dhaka today. International Faraka Committee IFC has organized the program at National Press Club. There is no alternative to unity irrespective of nation, religion, caste and creed, he added. However, the interim government must remain alert so that the unity doesn't turn into Bakshal, Dr. Abdul Moin Khan pointed out. IFC Chairman Said Tipu Sultan presided over the program. Jatiyo Party Jafor Chairman Mostafa Jamal Haidar, IFC Bangladesh President Professor Joshimuddin Ahmed, Biplobi Workers' Party General Secretary Saiful Haq and IFC Coordinator Mostafa Kamal Mojumdar spoke on the occasion. The accomplices of the autocrat is not sitting idle, rather they are still in police, administration and in various organizations. The interim government should expel them after identifying, he demanded. Liberal Democratic Party LDP President Colonel retired Oli Ahmed made the demand at a press conference at LDP office in the capital today. Oli Ahmed said that conspiracies are being hatched anew. Attempt is on to create disorder in collusion with Chhatra League, Jubo League and Hindu community, he added. Moving on to international news.